두 눈동자여 지난 모든 기억들을 지워줘.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of State of Survival with StickyFang Gaming. And today was the first Capital Clash event, and it was pretty awesome. I have some footage for you guys. I'll talk through it, and I actually have a special treat at the end of this video. We have footage of another state as well going at it, and I believe as of this recording, they are still going at it. So let's go straight right into it. So first up, I want to show you guys this report here that you see on the screen. This is how my day started. I'll explain it as quick as possible. Long story short, Nemke left low a couple weeks ago. We were friends. We're still friends. But he made his own alliance. He has his own group of people now. And, you know, strategically, this was a smart move. I am pretty close to him in power. I'm pretty close to him in stats. And so he attacked me right before Capital Clash. I was not on at the time. And he got a couple good hits in, and he weakened me quite a lot. So, smart move. No animosity on either side. We both agree that State 11 is more important than anything else. And again, it's just tactical. My feelings aren't hurt or anything like that. But it did play a big part into what happened during this event. So as you see here, yeah, pretty chunky hit, and it really affected me. I didn't get to heal all those troops before I started attacking, and so this is kind of what was going on. So as you can see here, this was kind of about midway into me attacking one for the capital. You can see they have about 4 hours and 45 minutes left. I started off pretty late because I was busy, you know, healing the troops and trying to regain some of that power. And by the time I got back, by the time I got ready, I attacked a couple of his people, knocked them out of the capital area. Because if you get hit in the capital area, then you will get automatically ported and your troops go with you. So I hit some of the people that was around the capital area because they were reinforcing the capital, and they were reinforcing some of the towers. So if one of his bigger members were on the towers, I would knock off either the bigger members through their castles and have a smaller member in the tower where I can just wipe them. Or I will wipe off the smaller members as I can and then hit the bigger members. So that was kind of my strategy going into it. When we first started between low and 1, there wasn't really any rules such as no castle or no settlement hits, which is why I was hitting people at their bases. But as the event goes on, myself and Nemke just kind of came to a consensus that we're going to just go ahead and make it only hitting the towers and the capital, because those troops are wounded, while if I'm hitting their cities and their hospitals are full, some of those troops can die. So we want to kind of mitigate losses as much as possible, and this was the best way for both sides, and so that's what we started to do. So you're seeing here that I'm about to hit the capital with my rally, and this was when Nemke was holding it. It's gonna be a chunky hit. You'll see here in a second. I wanted to see what I could do against him. Obviously, I know his stats are better than mine. He's way bigger than me, but I wanted to see what will happen. So let's go ahead and take a look at that report. And I barely scratched him. Yeah, his stats are amazing. I'm close, kinda. I mean, we're only like 100% off. Well, I'm only 100% off, but they're just, the gap is just too wide. So I basically hit a brick wall, and I learned that I will not rally Nemke again. That instead, I'm going to try to antagonize him, and I'm going to hit some of the towers, maybe sit on those for a while, have them lose a couple troops in the capital, and, you know, go at that route. And so, yeah, you're just going to see me kind of switching strategies here, and I'm just going to start going after the towers and whatnot. And I do believe I still hit a couple more of their cities, just because I don't think we came to that conclusion yet that we weren't going to hit cities. But overall, it's a great event. If you guys didn't have competition in your states, I'm so sorry, because this is one of the most perfect times And yeah, this is the best time for you guys to practice. One, which is Nemke's alliance, is the current number one alliance in my state. Lowe's dropped down to number 4. I think we're number 5 now. But this was the best time for us to practice because I think one out numbers us in battle power by like maybe 1.3 billion or something like that. So we got to face a bigger challenge. And yeah, I mean, why not get that experience, you know? Obviously, I knew he was stronger than me, but heck, I'm not going to back down, especially not for the first event. And it's all friendly, you know? Those rallies before I even got to start kind of hurt, and I wish I was online to protect myself from them. But it is what it is, you know? If I had more than one march available, because I only had enough troops for one march at a time, I think that I would have gave them a little bit more of a run for their money. But you know, had a great time. And I'm going to show you guys here in a bit the actual overall score at the end, just because I was unable to get the entire recording of this event. What happened? So my phone is sometimes weird, so when I'm recording, if somebody calls or something like that, I literally will lose all the footage. And so I didn't get to save my second set of footage before, like, I think I had a phone call or something like that. But yeah, it's super unfortunate. So you guys only get to see, you know, X amount of time for this event. But we fought, I think, a total of like 3.5 hours or something like that. And I recorded about half of it. But you guys are only getting however much. So I actually just checked, and there's about 14 more minutes of footage, which is kind of a lot for a video that's going on YouTube. So you're going to see I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. I know a lot of you guys hate it when I speed up the videos, but again, I don't want it to drag out too long, so I'm going to speed it up just a bit. But just to talk a couple things really quick, we've talked a little bit of strategy so far. The one I mentioned earlier was hitting the reinforcing players' settlements. That way they are forced poured out of the capital area. And I'm just going to touch on that a little bit more really quick. So if you don't know, for those of you who have done Capital Clash today, the little area that is surrounding the capital, it slows your marches, obviously. And it says that too if you click on the description area of it. It'll slow down your marches, and if you are defeated in that area, specifically if your settlement is defeated, then you will be force ported out. When you are force ported out, any reinforcements you have sent to any of the buildings on the capital or to any individual will be automatically sent back to you, and that person who is either expecting to be reinforced by you, or that building that maybe you were the lead stat person for, is now vulnerable. So please keep that in mind. My suggestion for you all, and I probably shouldn't be telling you this because State 11 does eventually plan to come and wreck all of you, is that you should probably port and stay on the outside of the Capital Clash area. So when we were fighting the One Alliance today, I had the majority of my members port to the outskirts, and they reinforced me from there, and they sent their marches to my rallies from there. And yes, it does take a little bit longer. I had to set 15-minute rallies instead of my typical 5-minute rallies. However, with a time frame of 8 hours, you do have the time to get those marches to you within that 15 minutes. And you don't have to rush and do 5-minute rallies. You can do those 15-minute rallies. But yeah, that was our strategy for today. So the typical time it took for someone's march to reach me in the capital area was about 12 minutes. So again, 15-minute rallies are going to be ideal. However, if you do have a bunch of guys who are HQ 30 and that can take solo hits from other big players, then by all means have them port next to you in the capital area. I would not put anyone who is HQ 28 or below in the capital area, because someone like me will most likely solo them and knock them out of the capital area, and now you have lost that person's reinforcement troops. You've lost their support. they have to use another relocator just to get back to where they were, or maybe they used their last relocator and now they can't get back and help you. So, and then when SVS comes, and let's say that you ported to state 11 and you're from state, I don't know, 12, and I were to hit you, you would be sent all the way back to state 12. And if there was some type of biocap fee to come raid my state, then you would have to repay that fee, and you would have to reuse that another locator. So you're just losing on all ends. It will just be bad news. So my suggestion again, for these internal capital clashes and then possibly for the future, I would definitely port on the outside. That way, if you are getting hit for whatever reason, if I came and I saw that you're supporting your team on the outside and I want to hit your troops at home, I can hit you as much as I want to. I might zero you, but at least you won't be ported out, and at least you may have a march already out that is able to support your leader or your war generals or whatever is the case. So that is just some strategy talk for this event. So thinking back now, I'm trying to figure out what else I would consider to be important that you guys should know for this event. Obviously, you should know that all troops that are attacked within the capital area, so the towers and the main building, will be wounded and not killed. So that's very important. Another thing is that if you are attacking someone's castle or a settlement, even though it's in the capital area, it will be like a normal hit. The attacker's troops will die, and the person who's being attacked's troops will be wounded. So just for all you heavy hitters out there, be aware of that. I think those are the main big things that I saw today. Be wary of using a ton of biocaps when you're speed hitting, because I'm a speed hitter, so I used a crap ton of biocaps today. Be wary that even though this event will only have your troops be wounded from attacking the capital, healing wounded troops are still very costly. So if you're using T9 or T10 troops, just expect to have a lot of speed ups available, or be waiting a couple of days after the event is over to heal your troops. I have I want to say like 100,000 troops that I have to heal right now, and it'll take me about 3 days or so. And then from those rally attacks before the event even started, the troops that died, I think they're going to take me like 3-4 days. So in total, I think today I lost about 470,000 troops, with 300 plus 1,000 of those troops being T10. So yeah, very time consuming to heal up, but all in all, this event, you really shouldn't be able to lose anything. So good job on the developer team for making that part of the feature. So we're gonna go ahead and just get you guys over to that bonus footage that I promised you from State 5, who as of right this second have been fighting for 15 and a half hours. Jeez. I have a little bit of an insider in that state, and they said that all the leaders from the different alliances are tired. They just want the enemy to give up. But it looks like no one from all three of the alliances fighting within that state want to give up. So we're going to go ahead and look at it, talk about it really quick, and then I'll let you guys go about your merry day. All right, so let's see here. So we are now in State 5, and you're looking at the most recent footage for them. I caught this right as, so the alliances are SSB, NFR, and MFJ or MSJ. Okay, so SSB, NFR, and MSJ are the three alliances in State 5 who have been fighting for about 17 hours. So I've been watching for a couple hours now. I have no life. So what I have seen is SSB had it for a while, MSJ took it, and then the other alliance, I can't remember what I just said, but the N alliance, let's see, NFR took it back from MSJ, and then it's mostly been NFR and MSJ going back and forth. And so I again, I have an insider in that state, And so the story is MSJ is the #1 alliance for State 5. They have about 3 billion power and some pretty big guys. SSB and NFR are the #2 and 3 alliance. However, they, everyone wants to, be the governor, so they're going for it. The interesting thing about State 5 is that MSJ has the power. However, NFR has the guy with the strongest stats. So they have the biggest 30. SSB really is the main underdog in this fight, but they seem to be doing pretty well because SSB's strategy has been to let MSJ and NFR rally each other, and as soon as those rallies go off, SSB sets a rally, or they'll set a rally as soon as they see that the enemy's march is going, and they hit it very close after the other alliance hits. So it'll be reset, and then SSB will come in and they'll reset it again, and they'll hold it for a little while. And so they're able to do this even with the lower stats of their big guys, because so as you just saw, MSJ knocked out NFR, and so now MSJ is in the capital but with a significantly lowered march. And so SSB capitalizes and hits that lower march with the lower stats. And yes, they have decent losses, but they're able to win just from sheer numbers. So awesome to look at. I've been looking at them for a couple hours. Kudos to State 5 for putting on a show like this in the first Capital event. They are just killing it. So shout out to State 5. I hope you guys are having fun. And yeah, if you are watching this video, comment below so we can, just say hey. And so for wrapping up this video, guys, I just want to show you this final solo points ranking for the S11 Capital Clash first event. So the winners were ultimately the one alliance. There was just more of them. They were able to hold the capital for 8 hours straight. I did get to reset them once. So I reset them about, I want to say they had maybe 2.5 hours left, and I reset them. And so I believe in total they held it for around 13 hours in total, because with the reset, it resets to 8 hours. And then after that, it was just, I couldn't trick them into letting me reset it again. So overall, I did come out with the most points. I had 80 million points. Nemke very close behind with 42.9. I'm pretty sure most of those came from me. And as you can see, all after that is just all one. My guys, they did the best that they could, but I was the main rally leader. My second biggest guy, Truffles, is what we call him. He wasn't able to get on until a little bit later on. So this was the final result. I had a blast. I know that one member's had a blast. And yeah, I hope that some of you guys were able to catch some of it or look at the footage I just put at the beginning of this video. And I really hope you enjoyed it. So stay tuned for more videos on the horizon. The hero video is coming up very soon. It's just taking me a lot longer than I expected because there are a lot of heroes, and I will be going over both the expedition stats and the military stats, and I'll be giving my opinion about them. So it's taking quite a bit. Please be patient with me. I'll also post my origin story video at the same time because some of you were asking, where did I come from? How did I get into mobile gaming? How do I know so much? So I'll do both of those around the same time. So thank you guys for being patient. I really do appreciate the support. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you're notified first of when my videos drop. And, if you like this video, please give it a like, comment below, have a conversation. Find me on Discord. I'm here for you guys. Thank you for all you do. And until next time, this is State of Survival with StickyFang Gaming.
빗줄이는 너의 두 눈동자여 지난 모든 기억들을 지워줘